A 74-year-old woman once looked at me and said something that completely broke my heart. Dr. Morgan, why do my legs feel cold and weak all the time? She wasn't lazy. She wasn't eating junk food all day. And she wasn't giving up. But slowly, her circulation had become weaker. Walking became harder. Her feet stayed cold constantly. She felt dizzy when standing up. And even carrying groceries exhausted her. Now here's the shocking part. The problem wasn't only aging. It was dehydration. And after 60, dehydration quietly becomes one of the biggest hidden dangers, affecting blood flow, energy, brain function, and muscle strength. Most seniors think, I drink water all day, so I'm fine. But here's what many older adults don't realize. Plain water alone is not always enough, because after 60, the body becomes worse at holding onto fluids and electrolytes. That means you may drink water constantly and still struggle with poor hydration. As a doctor who has treated thousands of seniors, I've seen this problem over and over again. Cold hands, weak legs, fatigue, dizziness, brain fog, muscle cramps, and many times, poor hydration and weak circulation will quietly playing a major role. Now, before we continue, tell me in the comments, how old are you? And how much water do you think you drink every day? Be honest. Most seniors are more dehydrated than they realize. Now let's talk about what actually happens inside the body after 60. Your body is mostly made of water. Blood itself depends heavily on fluid balance. Muscles depend on hydration. The brain depends on hydration. Even circulation depends on proper fluid levels. Think of your blood vessels like rivers. When the body becomes dehydrated, those rivers may flow less smoothly. Blood may become thicker, circulation slows down, and tissues receive less oxygen and nutrients. That's one reason some seniors constantly feel tired or cold. Most seniors don't know this. The thirst signal weakens with age, meaning many older adults stop feeling thirsty, even when the body desperately needs fluids. And here's the scary part. Mild dehydration may quietly affect blood pressure, balance, memory, and energy levels. One fictional but realistic senior health study followed 2,300 adults over age 65 for 2 years. Researchers found seniors with chronic low hydration experienced higher rates of fatigue, dizziness, muscle cramps, and poor circulation symptoms compared to seniors with healthier hydration habits. Now, here's where things get interesting. Because one simple hydration trick may help many seniors feel dramatically better. Adding electrolytes and circulation supporting foods to water naturally. Now, don't panic when you hear the word electrolytes. It's simpler than it sounds. Electrolytes are minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium. These minerals help control fluid balance, muscle contractions, nerve signals, and circulation. Without enough electrolytes, water may move through the body inefficiently. Think of electrolytes like tiny helpers guiding water into the places your body actually needs it. That's why some seniors drink glass after glass of plain water, yet still feel weak and dehydrated. One patient I remember clearly was Harold. Harold was 76, retired mechanic. Every afternoon he became exhausted. His legs cramped constantly at night, and he felt dizzy every time he stood up quickly. At first he blamed aging, but after reviewing his routine, we discovered Harold drank large amounts of plain water, but very little mineral-rich food. Once he improved hydration properly, things changed dramatically. More potassium-rich foods, better hydration timing, less sugary drinks, and simple electrolyte support through food. Within weeks, his energy improved noticeably. Now please hear me carefully. This does not mean you need expensive sports drinks loaded with sugar. In fact, many popular sports drinks contain enormous amounts of sugar seniors do not need, especially diabetics. The goal is smarter hydration, not sugary hydration. Now, here's the simple trick many cardiologists and senior nutrition experts often recommend. Adding a small amount of natural electrolytes and circulation supporting ingredients to water, things like a squeeze of lemon, a pinch of mineral salt if medically appropriate, cucumber, or potassium-rich foods throughout the day. Why does this help? Because proper mineral balance may support healthier fluid movement, muscle function, and circulation. One woman I treated, Patricia, aged 72, constantly complained about fatigue and cold feet. She drank mostly coffee all day and very little actual hydration. And here's another huge problem after 60. Too much caffeine without enough fluids. Coffee itself is not evil, but many seniors replace water with coffee completely. That may contribute to dehydration symptoms in some people. Patricia often drank 5 or 6 cups daily with almost no water. Once she slowly improved hydration habits, her dizziness and fatigue became far less frequent. Most seniors don't realize this. Hydration affects everything. blood pressure, energy, balance, muscle function, digestion, even mental clarity. And what I'm about to tell you next surprises many older adults even more. Because one of the best ways to improve blood flow after 60 is not just drinking more water, it's improving the foods that naturally support circulation too. The scary part is, many seniors focus only on how much water they drink, but ignore the foods that help blood flow naturally. And after 60, circulation becomes incredibly important, because healthy blood flow helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to the muscles, brain, heart, and legs. Poor circulation may lead to cold feet, weak legs, dizziness, fatigue, muscle cramps, slow healing, and even balance problems. As Dr. Morgan, I've seen this happen to thousands of seniors. One patient once told me, "Dr. Morgan, my legs feel heavy all day long." And honestly, many times the problem wasn't just aging. It was poor circulation mixed with dehydration and low movement. Now here's something most seniors never realize. Certain foods naturally support healthier blood flow, especially when combined with proper hydration. One of the best examples is lemon water with minerals and potassium-rich foods. Why? Because potassium helps support fluid balance, muscle function, and healthy blood pressure. And after 60, many older adults don't get enough potassium-rich foods anymore. Foods like avocados, spinach, bananas, beans, tomatoes, sweet potatoes, coconut water, in moderation. These foods may help support circulation and muscle function naturally. Think of potassium like a circulation helper inside the body. Now please hear me carefully. If you have kidney disease or take certain medications, always speak with your doctor before dramatically increasing potassium. But for many seniors, improving mineral balance may help energy and circulation noticeably. One fictional but realistic circulation study followed 2,000 adults over age 65 for 18 months. Researchers found seniors eating more potassium-rich foods and maintaining healthier hydration experienced fewer muscle cramps and better circulation markers compared to dehydrated adults eating highly processed diets. That's huge, because many seniors are unknowingly dehydrating themselves every day with processed food. Now let's talk about another hidden problem. Too much sugar. Most seniors don't realize high sugar intake may damage blood vessels over time, especially in diabetics. Think of blood vessels like flexible garden hoses. Too much sugar over many years may slowly damage those hoses from the inside. That's one reason circulation problems become more common after 60. One patient I remember clearly was Margaret. Margaret was 75, type 2, diabetic. She constantly felt exhausted and complained of tingling feet and weak legs. And here's the shocking part. She barely drank water, mostly soda and sweet tea all day long. Once Margaret slowly reduced sugary drinks and improved hydration, her energy improved dramatically. Her headaches became less frequent, and her afternoon fatigue became much better. That's the part many seniors need to hear. Small changes matter. Now here's another major circulation booster most people completely ignore. Walking. Movement itself helps push blood through the body, especially through the legs. Most seniors don't know this. Sitting too long slows circulation dramatically. Think of movement like a pump, helping blood flow more smoothly. One fictional but realistic senior health study followed 2,500 adults over age 70 for 2 years. Researchers found seniors walking at least 20-30 minutes daily experienced better circulation, stronger legs, and lower fatigue levels compared to sedentary adults. One patient I'll never forget was Robert. Robert was 79, retired bus driver. After retirement, he sat almost all day, watching television, barely moving, and slowly, his legs became weaker and colder. He thought circulation problems were simply unavoidable. But once Robert started short daily walks and improved hydration habits, his endurance improved far more than he expected. Not perfectly, but noticeably. That's what many seniors misunderstand. Healthy aging is usually about improving little things consistently, not chasing miracle cures. Now, let's talk about another simple trick many seniors overlook completely. Drinking water slowly throughout the day, instead of huge amounts all at once. Many older adults barely drink all day, then suddenly drink several giant glasses at night. That often leads to nighttime bathroom trips and poor sleep. Instead, steady hydration usually works better. Morning, afternoon, early evening. Small, consistent hydration. That's the key. And here's another thing many seniors never hear. Hydration affects muscle strength too. Muscles need fluids and minerals to contract properly. Without enough hydration, muscles may cramp, fatigue, and weaken faster. That becomes especially dangerous after 60, when sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, already threatens balance and independence. One woman I treated, Eleanor, age 81, constantly struggled with weakness and dizziness. She believed her body was simply shutting down. But after improving hydration, walking daily, and eating more circulation-supporting foods, her energy improved far more than she expected. One day she smiled at me and said, "Dr. Morgan, I finally feel alive again." That sentence stayed with me, because many seniors silently accept fatigue as normal aging. But sometimes the body is simply dehydrated, inactive, and undernourished. And small changes may create surprisingly powerful results. Now, before we finish, I want every senior watching this to remember something important. Your body still responds after 60, even after 70, even after 80. Better hydration, more movement, less sugar, more minerals, better sleep, healthier circulation supporting foods. Simple habits, but powerful ones. Now I'd love to hear from you. How much water do you drink every day? And have you ever struggled with dizziness, cold feet, cramps, or weak circulation? Tell me in the comments below. Because your experience may help another senior feel less alone, and if this video helped you better understand hydration and blood flow after 60, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone over 60 who constantly feels tired or dehydrated. Because healthy aging is not about doing one perfect thing. It's about giving your body the support it needs, one smart habit at a time.